Welcome back everyone to another Coach Blakers video. We're going to be going over a Viego jungle game. This is a silver Viego jungle game here. And now this isn't the jungle game you requested because I cannot watch normal games. For any of you guys booking VOD reviews, remember, I cannot pull from your history normal games. It has to be a flex, a solo queue, or a clash game. I believe I can watch clash games too, so just keep that in mind. But I cannot watch normal games and I cannot watch ARAMs. I don't know who would submit an ARAM game, but please don't submit an ARAM game. I can't watch those until ARAM ranked comes out. Nah, that's not a thing, I'm just saying. I feel like one day they will do an ARAM ranked. But anyway, so this player was curious about how to really impact the game a little bit more than what they do. So we're going to do our best to try to help them out here. Now, we're playing Viego into Hecarim. Viego is a scrapper type of jungler early. He's not like a heavy, aggressive jungler like Viego, but he is a scrapper. He likes to fight if he can. Basically because of those resets that you see right there. So let's think about what type of jungler we are. So there's three types of junglers, right? We have a ganker, we have a farmer, and we have an invader. A ganker is exactly what it sounds like. It's someone who's going to be ganking lanes pretty much on repeat. Something like a Nunu, a Zinzao, a Zac. Then we also have an invader, someone that likes to fight you. So someone like Zinzao, Lee Sin, and all those type of things. And then you also have farmers, which are junglers like Hecarim, Kayn, etc. Those junglers that just want to power farm. When we think about Viego, is he a type of jungler that wants to farm? He likes to farm, but it's not something that he would prefer to do. He doesn't really care too much about farming to become a god. He'd rather just like start snowballing. Is he a ganker? Yes, Viego likes to gank fairly often. Is he someone who likes to invade? Just depends on the matchup. He can't invade everybody, but depending on the matchup, he can invade. So what we want to look to now is to really think about what type of jungler Hecarim is. He is a farming jungler, right? He's a jungler that just likes to scale. He doesn't like to really force if he doesn't have to. He wants to get farm, get stronger, hit power spikes, and then he will start forcing. He'll start playing a little bit more aggressively in the game. We can use that to our advantage. So that means one of two things. We should be way more proactive, like with ganks, because we know he can't respond to those ganks that you're going to be pulling off because he's weaker early. Or we could be more proactive by invading, taking his camps, messing with them, maybe even killing him. Those are the two ways that we would deal with this type of jungler because we know he is weak, okay? Now, the next step is figuring out what side should we path to. Well, we have a Twitch and Nautilus bot versus an Ezreal and a Viego there. There's not really much kill threat no matter what, but the thing we want to pay attention to is the fact that Twitch is a champion that will scale. He doesn't actually need you to feed gold into him. He will be fine later because he'll scale up. Looking at Akali into Yorick, she's probably going to struggle, and on top of that, she is a champ that needs to snowball. So if we have a champ that's top that needs to snowball, and we have a champ that will probably get fed by themselves in terms of like just farming up and scaling, where do we play to then? We'll play towards top. So now your final step is figuring out where the other jungler started. Now we do have a ward right there, so that's really, 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 really good for us. We have a ward on his camps, so this is very good. So now we have all the steps complete, okay? So let's just kind of do the steps. First step, figure out the jungle matchup. Second step, figure out what side we're going to path to. Third step, figure out where their jungler is starting. Boom, easy clap. Now, let's go ahead and play this out, and let's see what we do. Let's see how we can have a little bit more impact. Okay, looks like you're going for a full clear. Okay, wait, we're skipping. That's not a full clear. Okay, so Viego has three types of clears here. Well, there's more than three, but three basic ones. I guess almost every jungler probably has the same basic ones, but here it is. All right, so we do a 3-camp clear. So we do red into blue into Gromp. I did not mean to overextend that arrow, but you get the point. We also have a 5-camp clear. So we'll do red into Raptors, into Wolves, into blue, into Gromp there. Or we're going to have a 6-camp clear, which would be red into Krugs, into Raptors, into Wolves, into blue, into Gromp. The reason why skipping this one doesn't make much sense, the reason why skipping the Raptors doesn't make much sense is because you're doing the long way anyway. Right? You get the same amount of XP basically if you would have just done the Raptors. You probably were watching an older video that was saying something about like skipping Raptors and doing XYZ, but jungle changes quite frequently, and that's not a thing anymore. If it ever was, I don't recall. Maybe for some champions it was, but Typically, yeah, that's what you're looking for. So when we look at Hecarim, what did we establish? This guy likes to farm, which means we want to be a little bit more proactive on the map. So what would allow us to be more proactive a lot quicker? Route number 1, where we 3 camp. Route number 2, where we 5 camp. Or route number 3, where we 6 camp. Which one will allow us to infect the map a lot quicker? Or invade if we really wanted to. That one, right? The 3 camp. So let's just see if we did 3 camp here. So if we did this, 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 and we went to here, whether to look for a gank or to go invade his jungle. All right. So we're going to say your camp would have been done by like 3:35. We'll stretch it. We'll say 3:40. So you'd be done clearing and you'd be right here by 3:40. Forget it. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We'll say 3:45. I mean 2:45. We'll say 2:50. Okay, that's as late as I'm going. You should be done before 2:50. But let's just say we're done right now. Is there anything on the map we can actually do? Also, this seems pretty loud. Is there anything on the map that we can do right now? Well, there's a fight happening down here. We could probably, if we were in the river, we could probably come up and come kill this guy, right? He's overextending pretty heavily. What about top? Oh, there's a fight breaking out on top too. If we were here, we could probably do something too. Or we can go invade. Let's see where Hecarim is. Oh, look at that, right? We could walk in, check his raptors, check his red. We know that his red is going to be gone, and we know that his raptors are going to be gone if we walked in and we did this. So this means, what other play does Hecarim have? If I'm Hecarim and I just finished my Krugs, or if I'm going to my Krugs, that means my other play is going to be I'm ganking top, or I'm going to Crab. In which case, you can use both of that to your information. You can either wait for him to come to Crab through this way, because what jungler will do this? Makes no sense. So you can sit there and wait for him to do that, and kill him when he walks by, or you can ping your top laner to come when he walks by, or you can go ahead and wait for him to gank top and then just counter gank. So you have some options. You can either counter gank, force a gank top or mid, or invade, see where he is, and then look to kill him when he comes down, or counter gank when he comes, okay? So that's pretty much what we got here. If we would have done the 3 camp clear. 5 camps would have worked too. You should have been in the vicinity to at least counter gank, but you wouldn't be able to invade in time because you would have been a little bit late. Let's see what happens. So she gets a free kill. What about mid? What's happening mid? Oh my, if you were right there? If you, oh my, look at that. Look at that. If you were right there, that's all you. You get free gold. And you get free cap. And if we get that kill, what's going to happen? We're probably going to look towards top, and we're going to see that Hecarim's probably going to gank her. We should be pinging. By the way, oh, look, there it goes. Okay, so look, we should have pinged her because we know that Hecarim's going to gank because we know that he's topside. Even if we don't know where he's on Krugs, we just know he's topside. That's just obvious because he started bot, right? Where else would he be? So we should just ping our team whenever we see the jungler. So what I want us to see is pick between a 3, 5, or 6, 6 camp clear and know why. It could be because of your jungle matchup, and it can also be because you want to be as proactive as possible on your lane. So let's say that I know that they have a Leona and Draven. I need to be down there ASAP. I don't have time for a 6 camp clear. I'm starting blue, I'm going Gromp, and I'm running my butt down bot lane. Maybe even skipping red if something goes crazy, because I do not want that Leona hitting level 2 or 3 and just crapping on my bot lane. It is based off of what you have to do. If I know a game is full of farmers like Kel top, Vladimir mid, and like, I don't know, Twitch and Soraka bottom, I'm full clearing. There's nothing to do. Like, what am I gonna do? Force? There's literally no reason. The champs don't do anything for me. So you can full clear. So it is based off like just not only your jungle matchup, but also your laners matchups as well. And then what I also want to see is okay, never mind. That was it. I think that was it so far. I'm lying. Yeah, I think that was it. I thought there was one more other thing that I wanted to see more of, but I guess I forgot. Oh, no, I remember. Ping your team more often. Okay, I lied. Track the jungler and ping your team more often. It's your job to know where that dude is, whether you're putting wards down or whatever. Ping your team back so you don't have to worry about it. This play is already over. Just take crab and do double scuttle. Good. Oh, very good. Okay. I'd rather that you ping your... Oh, you did. You pinged him assistance here. Good job. Yeah, good. Nice. Use those pings. Okay, this is bad. Your camps are spawning. We know they're spawning. We don't go invade here. The reason being, Hecarim should be here already. We need to just go do our Krugs, go do our Raptors, and recall on the spot. You should have enough to get whatever you want to get. You will. So it should be a I don't know which one you're going, but if you're going to go for Kraken or Shield Bow, you're going to get your Noon Quiver. And if you're going to go the, what is it called? Divine Thunder, you're going to go pretty much what he just went, which is a Sheen into boost, maybe a Ruby Crystal or something like that. Okay? So, but you'll have enough after you clear those two. So since we know that this camp is spawning and we know that he should be here, we shouldn't go for this. It's a waste of time. It's not worth it. There he goes. Exactly. Right, now we're down on tempo because now we could have used those few seconds to farm camps. And you're going to be behind for it. Also, because you skipped Raptors, that camp that could have been respawning to give you more experience didn't respawn. Every time you kill a jungle camp, it spawns back. It spawns back a higher level, therefore giving you more experience. If you let him sit too long, you're not going to gain anything. Whereas, let's just say this dude cleared all 6 camps 2 times. And you skipped 1 camp the first time and skipped another camp a second time. On his 3rd clear of clearing all 6 camps, he's going to have more experience than you just because he cleared versus you didn't. Even if you guys are somewhere close to the same amount of camps cleared. It's just simple fact that he reset his timers. So I want to see you skipping camps a lot less than you are right now. Because now you're forced to back and get this. When you could have played towards top side, cleared all your camps, reset, did your wolves, did your gromp, you would have been here at this play. And that would have been another kill for you. And you'd be level 6 right now. You could have easily just killed him. So I want to see more of that. All right, so we're going towards bot. Doing our clear the path up. Okay. So far, so good. Oops. There you go. This is a waste of time. The play is over. Go get crab or something like that. It's a waste of time. As a jungler, you want to be having better time management. So, as a jungler, do not waste so much time. Manage your time a lot better. Don't look to overforce plays. Remember what we said we were going to do. We're going to play towards top to help Akali, and we're also going to maybe look for proactive invades. So we should be spending most of our time up here, not down bot. You still stick to the same game plan throughout the whole entire game unless you have a reason to swap it. And there's no reason to swap it right now. I wouldn't recommend doing this. You're losing tempo. This dude's going to outlevel you just because of the fact you're going for dragons. Unless you make a gank first. I mean, I guess he does do dragon fairly quickly. But unless you go for a gank first, there's no reason to like just call for this drag. Gank first, go for dragon, so you're not wasting a lot of time. You have to keep up with Hecarim, and you need to be back on top side. This is the side we're playing to, so we want to be up here as much as possible. That means we spend, pretty much the time that we spend bot is this. So it looks something like this. If I'm playing towards top, I'm going to go down bot, do my camps. Oh, you guys need help? Okay, here I come. All right, I'm coming back, doing my camps, and we're out. That's it. We don't sit there and kind of go gank, go farm, go gank, go farm. We just don't do that. We're wasting too much time down here. Whatever side we play to, I just call it the 80-20 rule. So you spend 80% of your time up here and 20% of your time down here. The 20% of your time should be on farming. And if you have to rotate to a play, ganking is you're forcing. Rotating is like, oh, you need my help? Here I come. If you have to do that, that's part of that 20% of the time down bot. Otherwise, the rotations and ganks should be topside. So after we're done clearing our raptors, we could probably look for a gank mid or top if we really wanted to, and then we can come back in farming. And then after we're done farming, we can then go look for another gank, maybe an invade or something like that. Like we have a lot more room to play around and mess around up here because that's the side that we want to play to. We want to play to that Akali. But we're playing towards bot too much now at this point, and we're overforcing, and it's just not getting anything done. So it ended up working out. But if he takes your camps, you're screwed. Let's see what he does. Okay, he took your blue. He could have taken way more than that if he were on to what you were doing, and you could have lost all your camps for that play. Once again, we are playing towards top more often. Okay? Unless there's a specific play we can make towards bot. Nice. One thing you kind of want to think about as a jungler is you just can't help everybody. I think that's the best way to really put it, to make sure that you're not overdoing it. Okay, once again, we're playing towards bot again when we don't have to. Is that guy like is your bot lane or your duo or something like that? That could be probably why. But if you're gonna do that, you should have picked to play from top to bottom. You can't split yourself this thin. Because what's going to happen is Hecarim's going to play on his strong side. And if you're playing on your weak side, when he's playing on his strong side, you're probably going to lose out. Once again, just go back to clearing. Only look to force plays when it's for Dragon or Rift Herald. Dragon's up, and you're not there. Because, you know, we've been forcing the entire game. Also, this tower goes down because we've been forcing this entire game and not helping her out. And now you're getting to the point where you're spreading yourself too thin. And you're just trying to do everything everywhere at one time. And it's very, very difficult to do as a jungler. Nobody is going to be happy with you. If you're ever choosing the jungle, everyone's going to hate you. Just know that, okay? That's just like, look. It's my jungler's fault why this happens. That's just kind of all the thought processes of every single lane. And then the junglers are like, dude, my laners suck. Like, everybody hates everybody in this realm of League of Legends. No role is happy with any role. Once again, we should be farming, but we're forcing too much. And it's causing our teams to die. And we're losing our lead because we did not continue to farm. And we're just going to lose the game from here on out. So the main things that we want to look up is, so we'll just type homework. We want to check the jungler ping more often. That's good. But we also want to, let's add number 4 here. Play the 80, 20 rule. Do not force anything on the side you are pathing away from. Only look to rotate if you have to. Okay, so I suggest a couple of games. What you do, even if it's normals, just ignore one side. You're never going to do this in a real game. But to practice, just say, I don't care about this bot side. I am AFK clearing my camps to the top, and I'll play top side. And just get into that rhythm. Because once you're in that rhythm, you'll be easily able to be like, okay, bot side, I can start playing to you now as I'm clearing up. And you'll be able to juggle both. But right now, we're trying to spread ourselves too thin, and it's costing our games. So, as a jungler, at least. So, 3 and 4 is what I think you should work on. As a jungler, just do not waste as much time. Manage your time a lot better. And don't look to overforce plays. And then, like I said, just play to the 80-20 side. So I hope this helped you guys. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And I will try to answer the questions at my earliest convenience. If anybody is interested in coaching, coachblakey.com is where you want to go. You can get $5 off your first lesson by using the code FIRST. When you do book the lesson or the VOD review or whatever. Like if you book anything on my site, you'll get $5 off of it. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. And thank you guys for doing what? Approaching this like a coach. Have a good rest of your day and night.